Oh, Jesus, Megan. What the hell? You're not supposed to have the show going at the same time. Oh, jeez. There we go.
Echo.
I really wanted to hear you say that again.
All right, welcome everyone to the Sidney Davis Jr. After Party. Of course, in here so far, we got the guest of honor tonight. Sidney herself is with us. My co-host and producer extraordinaire, Mr. Mikey Famine. He is with us, but he's doing baby things. And this prick down here who had to bring up Marjorie Taylor Greene, Mr. Michael Earhart is with us. My brother from the other coast, Canadian Allman, is with us. And the only secular rarity is also with us. Thankfully, the only. Anyways, also the Marfan survivor, Mr. Irish Swede, is also with us. Twice Marfan survivor. The guy is indestructible. I've come to the conclusion.
No, I still have Marfan.
I know, but you're still indestructible. And the now official Dr. Ben is also with us as well. And Megan, who has yet to learn how to control the computer, is also with us as well. I kid, Megan. I kid. Once again, Sidney, absolute pleasure having you on the main show for sure. And I hope you enjoy a little bit of fun in the after party with these wacky people that we have.
Thanks for having me. Happy to be here.
It's a lot of fun. And I'm looking forward because I think we can have some more fun doing your show as well. So I'm looking forward to popping in and doing that for sure.
Do it. And, yes, absolutely.
And having some fun. I can't guarantee you're going to get any viewers, but we'll have some fun anyway. And we both owe big props to Elliot for introducing us so that this could happen tonight.
I didn't do much. I just honestly I wanted to be here so that we could have the whole backstage discussion about bird poop. That was really my whole goal. I accomplished it.
And here we are.
I can die happy. So
hey, I wanted to talk about Marfan toes.
See, I mean, there we go. See, so it's like this is a night of just checking things off. Like
that's what I'm saying.
So now that we've thanked Elliot, can we kick him off? He can go now. We're done with him.
I just got to do a little bit of a little thing here where I just want to let folks know. I don't know if you're in and around your computer froze. That's okay. Probably keep it out of the freezer. But yeah, I'm going to be in Calgary this coming weekend, along with some good friends of mine, Aaron Raw and Seth Andrews and Godless Mom and Janice Selby, who talks about religious trauma and stuff like that. And they're kind of getting me to wanting me to do a little bit of a panel thing on the show. I'm not really prepared to do that, but you never know what'll happen.
Peer pressure.
That's what that is. All right. But I don't know. We'll have to see. But it's going on the 5th and 6th and 7th. It's a little thing called Western Canadian Reason Conference, but they shorten it to We Can Reason Conference, and it's going on of all provinces, Canada's very own Texas, Alberta, which is like full of conservatives and oh yeah, they totally are. It's like if you want to hear Southern drawl in Canada, go to Alberta. Howdy, we're from Southern Canada. I'm kidding.
They just say out and about. They're like, y'all, we're going outside.
We're going outside, out in the boot. See, we don't have that issue here on the West Coast because we're, the cool people.
Normal.
However, they talk about BC and all they ever do is go, "Oh, you're from BC, dude? Oh, that's cool. You guys got good weed over there."
Oh, yeah.
Speaking of weed, I bought myself a new rolling tray, everybody. Look
at
that.
Traditional.
I can't believe he did it.
It's nice.
You bought a rolling tray? Yeah, it wasn't cheap. It's like $18 or something. It's probably because it's got the big brand Zigzag name right on there. And it came with a box of rolling papers.
It better.
Zigzag, you owe me a little money for this. The ultra thins. So it's like you're not smoking any paper at all.
Nothing at all. Nothing at all.
Naked papers.
Is it ribbed for your pleasure?
Nice.
It absolutely is. That's why I turned the condoms
Zigzags.
inside out. All right, so ribbed for my
For
pleasure.
someone's pleasure, anyway.
Well, she points at you and says, "Who are you going to please with that?" You go, "Me."
I think you're putting that on backwards. No, I'm not.
No, I'm not.
I think you're
I gotta-
confused about our roles here.
I got a buddy that you know how they do the ball bearing piercings in the old Pinarunu. Well, he did that. The ball bearings.
I love that. You just casually bring that out as if like all of us are super like, oh yeah,
you know
yeah.
how it is.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah,
everybody. Yeah, yeah.
You know how
Never
they
done
do.
that.
How that is.
I'd like to phone a friend. Slim Cyborg. Can we get Slim Cyborg on the line?
Yes, Slim will come in here and be like,
Slim
"Hey,
would
that's old
Slim
news."
would know what you're on about.
I think he's
but
got a Prince Albert. I'm not sure, but
I'm
Or two.
not, I'm
Or
not
three.
really
Three,
interested in talking about young man's genitalia.
genitalia.
That's not really why I'm
We're like-
here. That's not
We're
why
like
I'm here.
7 minutes into this after party, and this is where
I know
we're
it's
at.
so
Already
safe to swear now.
desensitized.
Did I miss introductions already? Sorry.
Yes.
You did, but I introduced you anyways. And Alma Tadera says that sounds fun.
Alma.
Are we
Alma is
talking
way
about?
more adventurous. Than
Dial
I
it
thought.
in. Dial it in, Alma. Put a little fast and loose out here. Everybody tighten up their defense, okay? This is it's playoff season, damn it.
It is well for some people, not for my fucking team.
Ooh, it's a good playoffs. If you're a basketball
no.
fan, it's a good time to watch. Woo. Some good
I haven't watched the
games.
Bulls in years. Is it a good one this year?
Well, we're not playing anymore. We just lost.
Oh,
We're not in the playoffs. We're not good
Your
enough.
player broke his hand, so he can't play anymore.
It's got your
Who
tweet
did?
there,
What'd
Ben.
you say?
Tyler Harrow.
Oh yeah. You can't play anymore ever.
Well, probably not this year.
Oh yeah. Oh, and who was behind that? Your boy Grayson Allen, the worst of the worst.
Oh, yeah. He's from Duke, so what do you expect?
Grayson
You guys-
Allen. That
I'm
name
lost.
sounds like literally everyone who bullied me in high school. Like
And he looks like
Oh,
he looks
no.
like a young Ted Cruz.
warning trigger. Oh,
He does. He's Ted Cruz in an alternate universe.
Mhm.
But a young Ted Cruz is like
Yeah.
particularly bad because it's like it's already defining that the rest of this person's life is going to suck, you know? Like it's laying out for them their future and just being like, yeah, the rest of your life is just you're just going to be a bad person, you know? Like
Do you remember like Double Dragon had like that really iconic like 8-bit animation where like you could imagine someone in that animation style like where it's very blocky and kind of like there's a base Ted Cruz and then there's all these other like forms of Ted Cruz. And Grayson Allen is the athletic one. Like he would be like the jumping guy that you would fight before the mini boss. Like he's part of the same bad guy clan of a video game of Ted Cruz. Thank you for listening to my TED Talk.
That's what I hate about the multiverse theory. It's like, yeah, okay, there's another universe out there where I didn't just like stub my toe and then drop all this food that I spent the last 2 hours preparing. But there's also like 12 other universes where like Hitler's still around, you know? So like
oh.
I don't know how much I
Darkest timeline.
right.
Darkest timeline, yes.
That doesn't make me happy, you know?
I'm pretty sure that I've entered an alternate universe because a very odd person followed me, and they're like a famous TV person, sort of. TV psychic, Kathy
What?
Roller or something. She does what the hell is it? Haunted Encounters, and streaming soon on Amazon.
Oh boy.
You know what's crazy
Yeah.
is she predicted this like weeks ago. Like
Yeah, I
she
saw
talked
it.
about this.
Follow you
Right.
weeks ago.
She's like, there will be Canadian.
You beat me to it.
There will be this guy Neil.
She
who's going to
predicted
talk
Ollie
crap about
would
me.
actually smoke weed.
She knew this day would come.
I got the boots are made
I
for walking gal. She's following me on Twitter. These boots are made
Oh,
for
yeah?
who is that? Boone or no? Fun. What is she? She's
Yeah.
somebody. Sinatra. Sinatra, that's who she is.
Nancy Sinatra.
Sinatra.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the
These boots
audacity.
were made for walking.
The audacity of psychics to have like calendars is just beyond me. The audacity.
The scheduling that they do, is that what you're saying?
The fact that I have to book an appointment with you, it's
You should
fucking
know.
wild.
Just know when I'm coming.
going to be here.
Wild. The fact
It's
that I
like
have to plan this with you.
it's,
It is
I think it was Stephen Wright that said it. He goes, I drove past a psychic shop the other day. It was all boarded up. Tell me they didn't see that coming.
Yeah.
Psychic convention canceled due to unforeseen circumstances.
Why do they need to advertise anyways?
And like as like a real person though, as someone who wishes that they were a psychic, the pressure to get anything wrong ever must be insurmountable.
Maybe.
Like if your job is like if your business card says psychic, you can't really fuck up anything. Like you
No.
can't get the day wrong. Like
do you
Here's the
remember?
thing. Here's the thing too. Like people get so like people are so okay with like psychics. Like, oh well, I missed this thing because just whatever their weird excuses are. But they like will not be as lenient with like weathermen who don't claim to be psychic at all. They get anything wrong and people are like really mad at them. But somehow these psychics, when they mess up, like it's not a problem. The double standard is hilarious when one is supposedly
Part of that
supernatural
statement,
and the
then?
other one isn't.
The best part of that statement is the weatherman that's doing the broadcast on TV generally isn't the one doing the work to do the predictions as to what the
Right.
weather is. Somebody else is doing all that work all together.
He's just
and
the
they're
idiot on
presenting
TV.
it.
Yeah, no. I think you just opened this case wide open, Ben. Weathermen are psychics that we have all just come to love. Like we've accepted them socially. They're
Does
psychics.
anyone
They're soothsayers.
do you remember Miss Cleo and how after
Yep.
9/11 she was like never on TV again? Like she was on
I thought
TV
she
like every
died
other
or
day.
something.
Well, I think she got like the 90s equivalent of canceled first and then later died because like so many people were mad that she didn't predict 9/11 that she like went out of business. She got like
Really?
yeah, literally so
No,
many
she-
people were so mad.
It's a really good point, though.
Yeah.
Like,
She, like-
of all the things to get wrong.
I mean, do you remember like she was on
That's
TV
what I'm
every other
saying.
day?
Yeah.
And then she just
Yeah.
wasn't. And like
Pressure.
so many people were so mad that she didn't predict 9/11 that I think she just like got canceled. I think she just like went out of business.
I got. It's a much sadder story. Taxman caught up with her, and she had some fraud lawsuits because she made too many promissory claims.
You stole
So,
money from
okay.
people.
Yeah, she got in trouble with the funds.
Yeah.
My
You
favorite
think she got a
90s,
disclaimer?
my favorite 90s infomercial was either Don LaPree with his
Oh, yeah.
newspaper ads or the food dehydrator from Ronco.
Oh man,
Anything Ron Popeil.
And I would
Right.
I still to this day will pop onto YouTube and get a 30-minute Ronco infomercial play and just
get your
conk out
fix.
on the couch.
I
Because
feel
that
like
was like Sunday afternoon, like nap time.
oh yeah, dude.
I feel like that's gonna be me with Magic Bullet infomercials in like 20 years. I'll be like, man, it blends so freaking smooth, and you've already got it in the cup right there. Oh my god!
Yeah.
I
There
can
you go.
Didn't
still-
Dionne Warwick get into the fortune teller stuff too?
Oh yeah.
Oh, I don't know.
I seem to remember.
I just want to throw in one real quick, set it and forget it, and my band. That was the name the name of the first song we did together, and that was the one we started every set with, and it was very funny. So
Which
Set
Ron
it and
Popeil
forget
for
And he was the king of but wait.
there's more. Oh man. Oh,
Ronco
capitalism! You
cheese
do have a
burger.
soft underbelly, don't you?
Just
I
set
still
of
miss Billy
knives from
Mays.
the previous infomercial that did
Oh,
not
Billy
sell.
Mays.
I
Oh,
still
Billy
miss
I forgot
being
about
yelled
Billy
at
Mays.
every so often about random products that I didn't realize mattered to me. And then suddenly, in like 2 minutes, being convinced, like, you know what? Actually, I have had more grout in my tiling than I should lately. You know, I haven't thought about this the entire time I've lived here, but now that you're mentioning it, I think I should get that little toothbrush thing. Like,
my favorite is how they portray everyone to be an idiot that can't use a soap dispenser.
Yeah,
You know, they're like
spraying it in their eyes.
You have trouble with the soap dispenser, and it's just like this, and the person's like, and it's sprayed all over them.
Flying everywhere. And
we've all had that time.
Get this easy, you know, product that goes over your soap dispenser to prevent blah blah blah.
I'm selling soap dispenser raincoats now, actually. So.
Ponchos.
Those people.
Did you ever see that rainbow sponge commercial with a lady that was way too excited? Oh, it's funny. Go on YouTube and look it up because, like, I think somebody even took that video and like made it even more dirty than it sounds.
Oh, no.
It's hilarious. Like,
I don't remember a rainbow sponge.
The rainbow
I'm
sponge.
not gonna front. There was a ShamWow guy at the mall.
That's the one I was thinking. ShamWow. Yeah.
He got me.
Yeah.
I bought a roll of them, and them things are badass. I went right home, grabbed a glass of water, and my girlfriend at the time, she's like, "What's up?" I was like, "Look what I got." She's like, "What the?" Poured the water in the carpet, and I soaked that shit up. It was awesome.
You did it just for fun.
And I poured it back into the glass and everything.
I love that.
But did you drink it?
Hell no!
That's gross.
I know who stepped on that carpet.
That was
A
in
little
the front.
Kool-Aid in there. It'll be all right. You're okay.
Yeah.
Why is there
Dog
sand
hair.
in my Kool-Aid?
Yeah, there's dog hair in there.
Yeah.
Hell no. My hair sheds like a motherfucker.
Mine does too. I'm like literally surprised. I lose so much hair. I'm like surprised I'm not bald.
Yeah.
And no, people, I'm not bald under this, and that's why I wear it. I actually literally
Prove
wear it to
it.
keep the hair
I-
out of my face.
Listen, the hair is attached to the bandana. We all know it. You just need to admit it.
All right, you got
It's
it.
a
I got
single
it.
piece. Like,
It's like Hulk Hogan.
It's been a while, Neil.
He's
All
got Jesus
right.
hair under
Give
there,
the
really,
give the people what they
he
want.
does.
Oh my gosh.
Because
Oh my
I'm
gosh.
It looks just like my wig that I have, except for mine's pink.
There you go.
Suck it,
Actual
haters.
hair.
Suck it.
I'm just honestly glad to see the top of your forehead. Like, that was the part I was most concerned about.
He
personally.
was worried there was no
Just
top
a-
of the forehead.
Yeah.
A
just like-
small horn was there.
right. Or just like a blank space. I don't know. Or just some weird tattoo,
A
you know,
void.
that he's like really ashamed of from when he was 17. Like,
It's a third eye. He's got a third eye tattoo from like TN from Dragon Ball Z. He was really big into the show, but then he kind of really fell out of love with it. He still had
Hey,
that
we've all been there. There's something on my lower back right now. Unfortunately, I've got an appointment at the end of July, but anyway, whatever.
Somebody went through and cut out all of the staring at each other in Dragon Ball Z and the Cell games, and the entire like Cell game saga is 32 minutes.
Damn.
That's like what, 24 episodes?
It's literally
Boy.
the most important part of a fight is staring at the other person and like letting them know that you're ready to fight, you know?
I have to power up.
Right. Right. You have to like
No, they
position.
kept those parts in. It's
like-
just them staring at it, so they're going,
I have to admit, I have all Dragon Ball and Dragon Ball Z on DVD. A lot of discs.
You're right. They owe you, like they overcharge you on discs. They could have cut that down to like half the amount of discs. But-
Yeah, and then I discovered the condensed version, and I'm like, oh, this is much better.
Scream to power up, yeah.
If real life
Going
was like
fucking
anime,
Super
it
Saiyan.
would be way better. It would be just much more enjoyable for all.
I kind of
of
want to run
Just-
like the ninjas on Naruto. You know?
Just
Wait,
once
wait,
during
you
that
guys don't
tower
run
run,
like
I'd
that?
like to see somebody get
I was gonna
smacked.
say, you didn't go to high school with a bunch of dudes who ran like that down the hall.
See, Naruto came around long after I was out of high school.
No.
you gotta realize
However,
Neil went to high school when it was a one-room schoolhouse.
Walked uphill both ways.
That was like an entire
There's a
clique
pail
of
out
dudes,
No shoes.
just Naruto running down the hall.
That was Naruto is life.
I'm a big fan though of the show, so yeah.
I'm so far behind though.
Toby mask.
What is?
Well,
that's a mask.
Yeah.
I don't
from
watch
Naruto.
Naruto. I just know that's what they call it when they run like that.
Yeah, you can't catch up once you get behind on most of these big anime shows. There's no way to. A friend of mine told me over 2 years ago. This is not a joke. This is serious. A friend of mine told me 2 years ago that they were starting One Piece from the beginning, and my response to them was like, "Aren't they past like multiple thousands of episodes?" And she was just like, "Yep."
They're they're over 1,000 now.
Okay, over 1,000, and like how far over 1,000? Not like 14 over 1,000, like a few fucking hundred over 1,000.
No.
Really?
No, hang on. Because I watched Naruto. I watched One Piece as well, and I'm actually caught up to it. So. It's almost.
It's almost. See, there you go. And then like 6 months from now, he's gonna be talking about this like he talks about those damn Legos in the packets. I almost got this built. I swear. I got it. I'm almost.
How far are you on Star Wars?
I haven't started Star Wars.
See, there's only one set that we care about, and it's the one you're not gonna build, and that's Star Wars. You have a bit. You have to run with it, Neil. Come on.
Yeah, you are correct.
He's dying, Captain.
If they
there are
said that, you must build it.
1,060 episodes. Of
Really? Okay. That is lower than I was incorrect. I was thinking like
I have
300,
about 32 to watch still.
Okay,
but they haven't dubbed them yet because I don't watch the Japanese ones. I don't watch TV to read. I want to watch.
Oh, Neil, you'll never be a proper weeaboo until I get you on them subtitles.
I do watch some that are subtitled.
Some you just gotta bite the bullet and read that extra shit because damn, them Japanese voices are so sick. I think
they do have more emotion a lot of times. It feels like.
I think I prefer Demon Slayer in Japanese.
No, there's a couple that I've seen that honestly I've watched both, and I genuinely think the Japanese is more worth it. But it's also because like they get more. They're way more invested in little things that matter culturally that do not fucking matter to me at all. And so like somebody walking into a grocery store and like grabbing a cart before somebody else is like a huge offense. And this character just like freaks out for the next 5 minutes. And like the American voice actor, while they still do a great job, don't get me wrong, it just doesn't have that like deep sense of like dishonor to your ancestors that I feel, you know? And that's like, and again, I personally don't understand it. I don't get it. I don't feel that way, but I feel it in the character, and it's nice.
If you want to experience dishonor to your ancestors, I'll just let you read the text messages I get from my family. Like, if you want to know what that's like, I'll just give you my phone. You could just scroll. Just keep scrolling.
All right, round the horn.
What?
Here we go.
What kind of question is that? I don't even know.
Are you considering air travel as well? Air and like sea?
It better count because that's away from land.
Does a shroom trip
anything
count
that you're not
as a
on
trip?
land?
Does
Does a
that-
shroom trip count?
Has that been far?
There's
Yes.
I guess there's a couple different ways to answer the question. Then is what it sounds like. Guest of honor, you may go first. How far away from land have you ever been?
Like, well, you have to be more specific, Mikey.
Why?
Because, like, do you literally mean any method possible of being away from the land?
I think.
I think that makes it more
like
interesting.
if you're like a circus person, you've been shot out of a cannon. Does that count?
Yeah. Tell us how far you've been, if you know, and then why you were there. Like,
I think I left it open so that they would answer, and they wouldn't just and they can't Ollie man his way through. I have to make Ollie proof questions. He can't break this one.
I'm always away from the land, man.
He's grinding away over there trying to poke a hole in my question.
I think Ollie can poke a hole in any question. I think you're not giving Ollie enough credit.
The challenge, the gauntlet has been so thrown. But guest of honor, how far away from land have you ever been?
Yes, we're talking to you, Sydney.
Oh, to me. I'm sorry. I didn't hear that part. So sorry. I was waiting for somebody to answer the question. How far from land have I ever been? I mean, 10,000 feet. And then how far like from the land I'm on right now? Because I've been like around the world, but I've never been like in the middle of the ocean, and I've never been in outer space. But I have been in a plane, and I have had psychedelic trips.
On the plane.
I'm terrified of planes, so not on the plane. But
no,
no, that would be the worst experience.
You might leave the galaxy.
But yeah, so I've never been in the middle of the ocean. I've been to the ocean. I've been a ways off the beach in a boat, and then I've been 10,000 feet in the air.
Could you still see the land?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
All right, Ollie Man. Ollie, wake up. Unmute.
Can't hear you.
You're
Unmute.
muted.
You moved me out of the center square. I wasn't expecting it to be my turn. I was actually looking at the map, trying to figure out roughly how far away from land.
Wait. Hold on. SR, you go. There you go.
Well, that's
ready.
literally I'm in the boat of like trying to find. No,
Alright,
he
fine.
just said he's ready.
I'm ready.
No, this is fine.
To the bottom for that.
Oh, Jesus, sweet fucking Mary Magdalene. All right.
Now I'm just getting dizzy.
Okay.
All right, are we done? Shuffling?
We're back.
We done?
Yeah, we're back. I hit
All right.
Control Z.
So when I was a teenager and I was in the cadets, I spent some time on a Coast Guard ship, and we went up to the Arctic Circle, and I was just looking over roughly our course, and I've never been to the middle of the ocean or anything like that, but I would guess at one point in time when we left Halifax and we were trying to get out around Newfoundland, I would have been 250 kilometers away from land.
I got to go calculate
190 miles.
There you go.
180,
definitely.
190 miles.
Never been that far. I've been like 6 meters away.
I can jump back to it halfway.
I've been boogie boarding. Like that's the furthest away I've been.
All right, SR.
So, I have been into the middle of the Gulf of Mexico, and I'm trying to find how far away that is from American territory. And the first thing that I got,
Any land.
It's around 200 to 250 kilometers. It's in
Right.
that neck of the woods.
yeah, okay,
I'm just looking
all
at
right.
it myself now.
Yeah, in
So-
that area. So
Like if you fly to Cuba from say San Antonio or Houston, you're getting 250 miles or kilometers away from land.
No, you're not, because the second you hit halfway,
Because the islands are still land.
Well, I'm only measuring it to the middle of the Gulf, sweet. I'm not going to Havana. I'm going to the middle of the Gulf, and then
yeah,
you're close to land again.
yeah, water. Right. There are islands in there, but like, okay, I'll calculate whatever that is, and I'll accept that. Like, but yeah, that's where I've been. Like, I think that's fair.
All right.
Scroll. Hold on. I want this to scroll instead. There we go.
Like if anybody's flown to Hawaii, you've got us all beat.
Oh
Right?
yeah, that would be true. Middle of the Pacific would be pretty.
Yeah, but you're still on land in Hawaii.
No, but
not while
halfway
you're in the air
between.
flying there.
Yeah, but we.
Yeah, halfway
There's
between
an extra
California.
distance too, because you've got the distance
Fucking teleporters.
from the land, and then the distance from the land to the sky. So that's like two different distances.
Hold up.
So you could.
I don't think Mikey was intending
angle.
this much math.
He could have picked a better
I don't
question.
think he was-
If he wants to
should have
change
paid
it, he
attention
can
in
change the
calculus.
question.
No, this is great. What are you guys talking about?
Yeah, who's
No,
next?
no.
Who's
All right,
next?
Megan.
Well,
I'm
air
just
travel is
eyeballing
usually
it.
only about 7 miles up, anyways. So you're only
Yeah,
adding like
at most.
7 miles to, and then maybe an angle to get to the land.
Can't be Pythagoras.
That's pretty big.
Right.
But if you're in that plane over the ocean, that's still more distance away from land than somebody that just was in a boat away from the land at that same
Or
time.
Yes.
X and a Y coordinate.
So
But it's only like
Yeah.
7 miles at maybe an angle, so maybe 12 miles, you know?
Sorry, but if
Hang
you're
you
on.
in
still
the
beat the
plane-
person on the boat.
Hold on. No, if you're in the plane right over top of the boat, you're still the exact same distance from the land.
No.
No, hypotenuse is
But the
longer.
X and the
than-
Y.
Hypotenuse is different.
Maybe a little.
No.
more.
I
Got
think
two
the
different
people
coordinates.
still on the Titanic have all of us beat.
They
Yeah,
do.
If I had to
yeah,
guess.
probably, yeah.
I don't know. The land beneath them was.
Unless they're literally touching land, though.
That's true. No, you're right. Wasn't it like not though for a while? Wasn't it like? Isn't like one end not touching the?
Still land.
Because
Yeah,
even out in the middle
That's
of the
true.
ocean,
No, you're right.
where's the
Dang,
deep? How deep is it underneath you?
it was all for
How
nothing.
deep is your love?
What's the deepest part of the ocean? 10, 11 miles? Not that deep.
Hold up. Are you considering the bottom of the ocean land? Are you?
Kinda, yeah.
There's land there.
Maybe.
There's land there.
I don't know. I feel like
Let's
that's
just not include that because that's
Wait.
just going to
I
screw
feel like
everyone.
that's
up.
Earth
Well,
or
like,
crust.
That
Like, I
means
don't
there's
know
a
that-
point where you can get so deep in the ocean, you're actually closer to the Earth again.
Right.
Yep.
Well, so like I don't feel like I feel like when we say land, we're specifically talking about
Sea level.
like the
Dry
dry
land.
stuff
Dry land.
that we're
So we're
not
talking
expecting
dry
to
land,
have
Mikey?
ocean.
Are we talking dry land?
Yeah. So like most of the bottom of Florida, we're not
Like-
considering.
Yeah, let's just not consider Florida.
Are we talking water world dry land, though?
yeah. Hang on, I've got a bag
I would
here
say it would
somewhere.
make-
I'll pour it on.
it-
I have
That would
been
make this
to
much
Oceans
better.
of Fun in Texas.
I like
was it,
Texas.
was it Oceans of Fun?
No,
It was.
Austin.
It was. Oh, is it
Olymp-
Austin? I don't. know.
Olympic
Yeah,
pool
I think-
of fun instead of oceans. Like,
It was. It was receding shorelines of fun.
damn climate change.
It was
Damn.
sharp pebble sand beach.
Sell your homes to who? Fucking Aquaman.
I Megan,
was
Megan,
that?
you said air travel.
No, I just said that adds a little bit, but for me, it would be like in the middle of the Caribbean Sea, and that is, according to Google Maps, 304 miles, right in the middle, closest to any of the land around them.
Yeah, that's as bigger than the Gulf of Mexico. So
Yeah.
Family Doc Ben.
So mine would be somewhere in the middle of the Atlantic.
Middle of
because
the
it-
Atlantic.
Yeah, I have going from the U.S. to Dubai. So somewhere in the
Dubai.
Atlantic.
Did you
Because
go
I haven't been
way
over
up
the
over
Pacific.
Greenland and then Iceland and that? Because then you wouldn't be all that. That wouldn't be all that far from land at all.
I
times.
went two different directions. So the way back, we went over
Plane
the-
split
the
in half.
north. But the other way, the way there, we went is not completely direct, but it wasn't over the poles. So, but that's still
Well, I would say the middle of the Atlantic.
yeah.
It's like 1,000 miles.
It's either the middle of the
Or-
Atlantic or the deep water well that I visited.
It's around 2,000 miles to 1,600 to South Africa.
Yeah, but there's a
1,600
whole
miles,
bunch of
yeah.
islands sitting in the Mid-Atlantic Ridge that you're going to hit. There's Chris.
Oh, yeah.
There's
Yeah.
Elba. There's
Okay.
Bermuda.
Did
Does
you
Does
go
it have
see
to be this planet or?
Have you been off
If it's
the
not,
planet?
that's damn impressive.
Yeah. Have you been
How
off the
far
planet? I
away
feel like
from
that
land do you
instantly.
live?
If we have
That
an
would
astronaut in the
insta-win,
room,
yeah.
that would be cool.
I
No,
have
I
been
think the
off the
most
planet.
interesting part that I've ever been to that's been away from land is a deep
Yeah,
water well.
outside of the atmosphere, though, Neil.
No, not outside.
Okay,
Although this one
then
time
you really
I
haven't been off the
swear,
planet yet, in my opinion.
DMT and what? I'm sorry.
I don't think you've been off the planet until you leave the atmosphere.
Do any of us
Low
know
orbit would count
astronauts?
outside the atmosphere.
I'm off the planet
I don't
right
think I
now.
know.
Oh, sure
I'm
you
on
are.
the second floor.
Yeah.
That's not that
I'm
far.
off the planet right now too. I'm sitting on a chair.
There
All
you
right, yeah.
All right.
The chair
I mean, if you wanna
bone's
get
connected to
technical.
the floor bone.
Because I feel like this is getting aggressive and it's making everyone really uncomfortable.
Why did it have to be this question that required so much thought? I'm
I
not
don't know.
here to think,
Mikey asked
Mikey.
It's all Mikey's fault.
I'm not here
Who
to
hasn't
use my
gone yet?
brain, Mikey.
I'm just here to.
I think
push
Swede
tires.
go. Swede,
I
did
think
you go?
sweet.
What?
Yep. Swede also ends in the middle of the Atlantic someplace.
Okay.
Middle of the Atlantic or the deep water drill that I was on that was directly in the middle of the Gulf. Like you
Okay. Does that count as land? Is that considered
No,
land?
because we weren't connected to land.
Okay. But it's a man-made platform. It's a structure.
Like
it's
the drill head
tell the Chinese government that
the drill head had not yet dropped, and we were sitting in a single spot. It is amazing how much they can do in rough seas, that they can actually get to stay within, I think, 1/100th of a point on the GPS on both.
That's incredible.
Does that mean that casinos count? Because they're like floating.
Absolutely.
Oh yeah.
The riverboat.
Yeah, there's a lot of cruises that go through the Caribbean that are gambling cruises.
Well,
you mean,
I think
you mean
also...
all of them?
Most of them are gambling. They have a way to gamble because no matter where you're at, you're in international waters for the most part.
Yeah.
Yep. So you all have to be as 18.
All of them have casino. They have a whole casino on the boat. Whole ass casino.
I love that.
What's an ass casino?
I don't ask questions.
It's a whole ass casino.
Yeah.
It's the
same as a regular one. You just go around.
Have you ever been to the bar on
rather than a half-assed casino?
Yes.
Or an asshole casino.
Yes. Correct. All correct answers. What do you say, Swede?
There is no wrong answer.
An ass casino is the bar on a Friday night, the singles night.
It's in Reno.
Cha-ching. All right, Michael.
Oh my.
All right. Just off the coast of Florida, fishing a couple miles out, not too far. Or up in a plane, but it depends on which axis you're talking about, X or Y.
Well, you can get up to 7 miles off the ground in a plane, so.
All right, Neil.
I think my pilot went a little higher.
1,000 feet.
I would say for me, probably. How deep is the Marianas Trench?
About 36,000 feet.
Have you been in the Marianas Trench?
I've been over it.
It's 35,999 feet. Sweet drop.
Listen, I scratch what I said before. That is my OnlyFans name. That is it. Marianas Trench.
Yeah.
That's it. I scratch every idea I've had prior to then. That's it. That's the new one. That's got to be it.
That's going to be my next mixtape.
I will support you in that decision.
Yep.
It's so deep that Everest would fit in it, and it still have 6,000 feet of water over it.
That's the tagline. That's the tagline. That's what I'm saying. That's the tagline.
Gold, I tell you.
That's so deep.
No, that's so good though. That's so good.
Deep.
So deep, she's always screaming deeper.
Cold, dark, wet.
A little bit scary.
I was worried you were going to say voice.
New species identified every once in a while on the rare occasion.
Immense pressure. Crushing you pressure.
Describing my ex.
Oh man.
Steel can cave in under the pressure.
She actually, one of my exes, not the last ex, but has been calling me lately.
She used to call me on my cell phone.
Calling you
we
what?
stayed
Yeah.
friends. Yeah. What's she calling you, Neil?
Jackass.
I think she kind of wants. She's like, you were the one that got away. I'm like,
oh yeah,
that's scary.
Okay, that was like 11 years ago, and you're what? You've come to this conclusion like last week? Like what the hell's going on?
That hair, though. I mean,
right.
Neil been putting out them thirst traps on Instagram with his hair down.
Right.
Got everybody hitting him up in the DMs. Yeah, hair flipping with the fucking little animated.
L'Oreal, because I'm worth it. There's actually a meme of me with that. It says that one of the last times I took the bandana off, it's gonna be going like this, and it says L'Oreal because I'm worth it.
Yeah. And if you guys remember the herbal essence commercials, that was Neil singing. He sang
That's
that
right.
jingle.
That's right.
Natural botanicals. Yeah, that was Neil.
Yeah.
Awesome.
You know what's weird about that?
Cosmic screaming too.
Yes.
It's the only shampoo my dad ever used was Herbal Essence.
It's a good commercial.
Shampoo was terrible though.
Yeah.
I couldn't stand it. It smelled good, but it was like,
yeah, it smelled so good, but it was so bad.
oh,
Didn't do anything. Barely
like my
made
hair
bubbles.
feels like straw now.
Herbal essences of farm hay and matchsticks and crispy noodles.
Don't come near me with an
You
open
want-
flame.
Do you want that crisped onion on a green bean casserole look on your hand?
The commercial is just a woman breaking spaghetti.
Snap. This could be you.
Celery stalk.
Burbs. Yep, burbs. Rescue birds.
Lots of burps.
Yes.
That's I think you're a wonderful human being for doing that, Sydney. Rescue
Thank you. Thank
So-
you.
so
I
here's-
think I am too nonsense.
So here's a question: what
I
minor
agree.
thing would you like to be famous for?
I didn't. Oh yeah, I did answer it. Yeah, it was probably.
But
one
did
of the
Mikey
main
answer
routes I took was over top of the Marianas Trench, so that's probably the farthest I've been from land.
I kind of feel like that's cheating, but
Yep.
you know,
Overwater's overwater.
whatever. It's fine. Whatever.
It's land
Whatever,
under the water,
Pythagoras,
Ollie.
Something.
Yeah.
Nope.
Yeah.
It's not land.
Still not winning.
We were doing a lot more math in that, like 3 answers in than I expected, and I was like, ah,
It's
shit.
seafloor.
Yeah, no.
I don't
mean,
want
you're
to
right.
play anymore.
The sea,
90
the seafloor
degree
is not
angle.
called land.
You're...
You guys are gonna keep changing the rules. I'm just gonna flip the table and rage quit.
I didn't study for
Ollie,
this.
Ollie, let the
It's not
Wookiee
my fault.
win.
I got my boardwalk and Park Place.
Oh,
Let the Wookiee win. Well, droids don't
Watch us
tear
getting
your
jealous.
arms out of the sockets when they lose.
yeah.
Um.
Oh.
Are you guys still on strike, Ollie?
Yes.
Oh, that's
Yes, we are.
Oh yeah, how's that going? By the way, like
Pretty
business
bad for us
going?
at CRA. They got all the rest of them back to work. Everybody that was working at there's only like last week there was 155,000 of us out on strike. This week there's only 35,000 because the rest of them are all back to work. They got offered a contract. We didn't.
Really?
Oh,
Yeah.
are you guys just like in line?
What?
Are you? Is there like a?
The contract they offered them, we'd pretty much be happy with that. Right?
Then why didn't they
we're
offer
just,
that to
We're
you?
just looking for a fair contract. Cost of living has gone up 13.8%. We're asking for 13.5. We'd be happy with 12. They got 12.6.
Wow.
Right?
So
You know
who's
what I'm
going to
saying?
bat for you? That
It's the same
like, it's
union
the same-
still. But
Well, how the
it-
fuck does
we're-
that work then?
We're in 3 separate parts. We represent 3 different workforces, right? They're
I got
immigration
you.
workers, and I can't remember what the other union was, but we work in different areas.
And no
So-
solidarity.
Canada,
Well, they-
Canada, I think is the same as the United States, where sympathy strikes are illegal.
Yeah.
Yes. There's talk about unionizing where I work too.
Yeah, it's not a bad idea.
Mm-hmm.
And the way I see it, the more we fight for and we get right now, that's what the private market does anyway. They base their decisions off of, okay, we're not going to give them as much as union did, but we got to come close or else our workers are going to want to get a union in. So the better we do as the union members, the better the private sector without unions are going to do too.
Well, considering union workers have doubled the pay rate increases as non-union workers in the United States, I don't think private enterprise really gives 2 shits.
Maybe, I don't know.
The Writers
Because
Guild,
the union bust here and nobody gives a shit.
the Writers Guild just announced their strike.
Yeah.
Yep,
Like,
they're
And
off.
I hope they
It's a
get
big
every
deal.
penny they ask for.
It's a big deal. And even the UK, essentially the same fucking union over there. They've been like, hey, we're advising all British writers to not work on American stuff until the Writers Guild of America signs off. So
What I know right now is
Wow.
that
Big
this
deal.
strike was supposed to happen when COVID hit. and we elected not to strike then so we could help Canadians. And now we're getting fucked over. Like, I want you, like, everybody that was getting paid wouldn't have gotten paid because that was the result of the work that we did.
Wow.
You know, businesses that needed money from the government so they could pay their employees that had to stay home because of COVID got it from us.
Ain't that the way?
We've been without a contract that long.
Can't win for trying.
Screw they're I'm sorry. Michael, sorry. You shouldn't have brought it up.
Yeah, Michael.
Hey, let me just say, good job pushing him directly underneath that fucking bus to slow us down.
Hang on, bring up disc golf real quick.
The trolley problem.
Or butter knives. We could talk about butter knives.
He's even in the intro to the after party. It even shows Ollie standing there pointing to the little disc golf
He's so proud.
He's like, hey, look at this.
I actually found a new course that I had never played before. That's pretty close to me. And it was pretty fun. I ended up meeting this guy. He was playing by himself. I was like, hey man, I'm just chilling. You can play. He's like, oh dude, have you ever been here before? I'll happily like play with you and stuff. We 2 holes later met this couple, and the guy turns around to us and goes, there are these extra holes that are like deep in the woods that aren't like technically part of the course, but like players out here just put up a basket, like come play with us. And Ollie, I don't know if it's different up in Canada, but down here, that is like a regular thing where just like random people will just like put up an extra basket somewhere. Well,
I don't know if putting extra baskets, but the joining up with other people at the disc golf course and just
right,
like
absolutely.
That's the community.
We walk about 3 or 4 minutes into these fucking woods, and the guy that I met 2 holes earlier turns around to me and goes, "This is either going to be a really cool hole, or we're about to get murdered."
Yep.
I was going to say, I'm like, you're just following random people into the forest.
I literally say that to myself every day.
Obviously, it worked out.
My black ass would have been like, "Yeah, have fun back there."
Yeah.
It wasn't.
Go grab a beer.
It wasn't until halfway home that I realized the most ridiculous part is I never got the name of any of those people. I didn't even know the dude that I was playing with. So he turns around to me and is like, "We could get murdered back here." And I'm like, "I don't know, man. You've had this bag that whole time. I've never searched. Like, this is all bad." But no, I mean, worked out. I found a new course. Like,
SR, I remember hearing a story about 3 people who went it disappeared in that woods.
Hey, man,
I think it was
Mikey,
25 years ago to tonight's the anniversary.
Oh wow.
They've been gone for years. Who are you?
Dude, if I invite people into the woods, I'm getting arrested.
As for disc golf around here, SR, the storm that we had at the end of September did a lot of damage to the Hillcrest. So they're going to be delayed in opening. But hopefully they'll be open by the end of May. Right? John Huick, the designer of the course, he's from Texas. He's came back up and he's gone back in and he's been doing some work there.
Divots.
And one of the drawbacks to Hillcrest. Now Hillcrest 5 years ago, it was rated the number 2 disc golf course in the world.
Really?
But it's gone down over the last couple of years because there's no area for audience. It's all through the woods, so there's no area for audience. If you're standing where you can see, you're standing on the fairway, basically.
So it doesn't.
Right?
Yeah. It's not
catch
like
it.
TV.
Just catch it. Just catch it and keep throwing it.
One of the things that this windstorm did, though, is it knocked down a lot of trees in different areas. And the way Hewitt's been describing it is, he says it's actually good for the course because we're just going to finish clearing the trees out of those areas, and it will become our audience areas.
That's really cool.
Right?
That's cool, though.
So,
that's good. That's a lot of the courses in this area are. The reason that they exist is because there was a small but vocal group of local citizens who petitioned the government and basically said, "You're about to make a park in this area, and all of this land sucks. It will take you lots of money to cut down those trees. It will take you lots of money to level out these hills. Give it to us as a disc golf course, and we will actually upkeep the park. We will actually, local citizens will come out here that play, and they will cut the grass and go so far as to mark trees that are currently being affected by a very particular fungus hitting a very particular species of tree in Middle Tennessee. Like, they will go that far. They take care of the trash. They fucking reline the parking lot. I mean, it's amazing. But that's the reason that they exist, is because just decades ago there were these assholes that just kept yelling at the government, and they kept yelling at the city, and we're like, dude, give it to us. It sucks anyway. And then like the 12 of us will just cut the grass and
we'll make it work.
Yeah. And every so often, no joke, every so often a local like sheriff will come out and just like walk around the lands and just be like, all right, nobody's dead out here. Nobody's doing just like massive amounts of crack or heroin. So, all right, you guys are good. Keep going.
There you go.
Cool. I mean,
there was a Mrs. Swede sighting.
What?
If you missed it, my wife appeared on camera for 2 seconds.
Oh, okay.
Rob, didn't see.
Missed it.
I saw.
But I was listening to the riveting conversation that Ollie and SR were having. Disc golf.
Damn, Neil. Damn, dude, that hurts, man. It does.
Mikey,
it cuts deep.
Mikey,
I hope so.
What's the farthest you've been away from land, Neil? Or Mikey?
He said,
I already answered that.
No. I
Why are we
said
going
Mikey. Because Mikey never answered, and it was his question.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I know. I'm real good at getting away with that. And I actually got a bonus 5 minutes with that little disc golf distraction. Top of the cruise ship out in the middle of the Gulf.
There you go.
Yeah.
That's what I got.
How far is the cruise ship from? Do you know the distance on that? I just wanted to. We were being real precise earlier. I just wanted to keep that theme rolling.
I was like, wow, look at them
Yeah.
measuring.
Let me just
shit.
say,
I'm not doing that.
My 8th grade math teacher would have been real proud of me if she had seen this. So like,
I was just eyeballing it, guys, so I wasn't
where's the-
measuring nothing.
Where's the map key? If I can just find the map key, I can
every
use
inch is
do
equal
what
to
it means.
500 kilometers.
So then you take like the cap off your pen. I'm like, oh, perfect. It's like just the right size.
I
Like,
use. Do you
100,
ever use this? The
200, 300 miles.
little part on your finger right here. This part is about an inch. Anytime
Yeah.
somebody's like, how big is it? I just go like, 5.
I think you need to do that whole diatribe, Mikey, with in the key of Doofenshmirtz.
How dare you speak of whatever you just said?
You guys know I like to have props around. The old joke was everything's within reach, and and I bought a prop recently, and I've only been able to use it like I think twice since I bought these damn things. No one said anything where I've needed to wave this.
Oh, I can start.
Red flag.
And I bought like 20 of the fucking things because it's the only way you can get any. So I'm just running around.
Let's talk about Harry Potter. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
First date, and the person that you're meeting is late, and their excuse is, "Oh, sorry, I was finishing this Jordan Peterson episode."
Oh,
ouch!
Oh my God, you look just like Tucker Carlson. I love him.
Andrew Tate's not that bad. He's just misunderstood.
I was just asking questions.
Or like anyone who knows the name of a scientist because they were on Joe Rogan. He's famous now because he was on Joe Rogan.
Yo, Alex
Did you see
Jones
that Joe Rogan podcast?
Hey, Ken Ham did real good against Bill Nye. Ken Ham might have a point.
Alex Jones be making some good points sometimes.
Frogs are gay. None of the frogs scary.
When someone says they would date you, but just so they can have access to your Star Wars collection.
There you go.
I hope you dumped whoever that was.
You know, if you just want me for my Lego, then we got a problem.
No, not the Lego, the Star Wars.
I know the knockoff Lego. Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I have other knockoff Lego, but the only way I can get anything from of One Piece minifigures or Naruto minifigures or stuff like that, I have to buy the Japanese versions, right? So you get shipped in all the way from Japan. It's not cheap either.
Yes.
But
those you
hell
bought
yeah,
knowing that they were knockoffs, where Star Wars.
Yes,
Oh,
that's correct. That is correct.
Y'all will never know the anger in that man when he looked at that package. He was so pissed.
It came in a crumpled up ball. And like there were Lego bits in there, and
like,
some of them were
what
in
the fuck
fucking
is this?
Ziplocs.
What the fuck is this? Look at this shit.
Why are we in the Schadenfreude of Neil's pain?
It's fucking funny. They couldn't even call it Star Wars. They had to call it Star Wart. They put a T on the end. Oh yeah, the instruction manual says Star Wart, right? It's around here somewhere.
Oh my god,
that should be in reach at all times.
Sydney, I'm talking about this is the funniest shit you've ever seen. In
I think
your
Ben's
life.
right. You need to build it.
We've all heard this like 100 times, Sydney. But
To me,
I'm
it
glad
just
This is
sounds like
knockoff Lego too. But
it sounds like how you would break an STD to somebody, but like in a nice way.
Yeah,
It's like
Neil,
the
give
good news
public
is
what they want. They want Star Wars.
it's like, listen, I know you love Star Wars, so I'm about to tell you something. Don't panic.
Star Wars.
Star Wars.
Does sound like
That
an
little
STD.
bump you got down there. Yeah.
here it is. Here it is. Here it is. Here it is.
Penicillin helps.
Are you sure you're getting the real penicillin there, or is it penicillot?
Yeah.
Here it is. Whoop-de-doo. Star Wart. For those of you. Yeah. Millennium Falcon. They advertise it on Facebook. Never buy anything off of Facebook advertising, by the way. Well, I mean, I buy T-shirts that way. That's how I got this one. It says, everything hurts and I'm dying. I found that one on a T-shirt.
Their targeted T-shirts are on point. They are. Like, there's some that are so targeted. It's wild.
Yep. It's like they're listening to me. But, and they are. But anyway, I saw this ad that said, oh, now super sale on the Ultimate Collector Series Millennium Falcon, which I actually have the real one now, people. And it comes in a giant box, and it's like 800 bazillion pieces.
Have you built that one?
Shut up. It's in the, it's in the closet. I haven't. I don't see. The thing is I got all these. I've got like 100 and something sets of Lego here, but I don't have the room to put. So I'm building all the micro fighters and the little sets and stuff like that. I am going to put up some shelving.
Anything with 30 pieces or less.
No, what? The Batmobile, the original Batmobile doesn't have.
Okay,
has more than
55
30 pieces. Oh, shut up. I hate all of you. Well, except for this nice lady who decided to join me for the show. I don't hate her. I hate the rest of you fuckers. But yeah,
I'm just telling you what the people want, Neil. Like, if you want to be popular, you got to do what the people want, and the people want Star Wars. We've spoken.
And over 100 pieces per Lego set.
It's just 3 and up stuff. I do have a couple of sets that are 4+. It says on the box, and it's because of the minifigures that are in it.
And you are in that age range. Like, that does count.
I am.
You are.
I'm 4+, guaranteed.
I love the ones though that say 4 to 100 because I just picture some 102-year-old guy being like, God damn it! Like, I can't do anything in this world. Like,
I didn't know about them.
Yeah, he's like,
I had to put shit
long.
like this.
That ageism is so pervasive, y'all. Y'all don't even realize.
No one's advocating for the Senagenarians. What's the 100? What's the 100?
That's somewhere in that.
Centurions.
Nonagenarians.
Mute yourself. Damn it.
What?
Yeah,
All I'm
you.
hearing is whatever the hell you're doing there.
No.
I'm not doing anything that's making noise.
Yes, you are.
Oh.
You threw the thing for Boomer. Boomer's
It
loud.
might have been
No,
my
I didn't.
birds. I muted myself.
No, not your birds. It wasn't your birds. It's like clangy. I heard like glass or something. I'm not sure.
Yep, that's all.
Never mind.
Yeah, knock it off, Ollie.
Mikey, what other good questions do you have, man? Like, come on.
Boom.
still
Who
here?
would
Oh wow,
read your
you
auto-
actually were ready. I was like giving you shit because I didn't think you already had one, but like,
Hey, let me
no,
tell you
I know
something.
that's.
Let me
That's
tell
like
you
you
something
don't.
already.
Does it count if we know who would not read our autobiography?
If it's an autobiography, wouldn't that mean you read it?
No, you write it. Someone else reads it.
Right.
Oh, what if I want to read my own?
Well, then that would be
First,
Hopefully you read it before you sell it.
I've been told I have quite the voice for this, so I mean,
Like, who would just read it in general, or who would read it for the audiobook? I need to know this.
Yeah.
oh, who would read your auto? You mean like for Audible?
Yeah.
Or just pick up a
Who
copy?
would
and
be
read
the
it?
voice
Read
of
it.
reading your autobiography? Yes.
Oh.
Yes.
I thought we were talking about like general audience.
Okay. Wow.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. No. That was it. That was.
Yeah. Okay, I like this
Okay.
question. I like this question though. I like it.
I would have Morgan Freeman read for me.
Morgan Freeman.
That's good.
Yeah.
Morgan Freeman.
I feel like too many people here are gonna say the same thing.
Ever since
The
was
day
a
I
little
got
boy.
my first period was a wild one. I was young and in love.
And
wearing white.
I have like two conflicting answers in my head though, because like they both would be great.
All right, Ali.
I believe I've answered this question before, and my answer.
Thanks for calling me out, Ali. Go ahead and answer, please.
Still is Sean Connery.
Sean Connery. Bond Connery or The Rock Connery?
No, Bond Connery.
The young Sean.
Young Sean Connery.
All right, sorry.
So I would do Gilbert Godfrey. But I would want it to be all just edited clips of him in the past. So like it would be very obvious that it was, But yeah, I think that would be
Once upon a time.
My first day of kindergarten didn't go so well.
It did not actually. That is true.
Oh, baby!
psychic.
I think I'm in love. Oh, baby!
See, Sabrina
I
has a
am
red
a
idea.
writing.
She said she voiced her own.
I advise my own autobiography. Yeah, I'd probably want to do mine, but
I vote Sabrina do mine, actually. I changed my vote. Sabrina can read mine.
works for me.
Oh, my next. I would go with Michelle Pfeiffer.
Oh,
Good one.
sultry answer. I don't know.
I like that one. That's good.
In my head, it is.
Sabrina's happy. Yay! I get to do your autobiography.
All right.
See, I feel like the right answer is Seth Andrews, although Guy Who Gears in the side chat is saying that Seth Andrews, I'm surprised not everybody said Seth Andrews, but I'm kind of torn between him and Stool, because it'd just be hilarious to have
Stool would be
read it, and Stool gets to
Hold on.
whatever he wants.
I think your audiobook would need subtitles.
If Stool were to read it, yes.
Yeah.
Because Stool would change
Which
the
would
words.
defeat-
He would
which
change the
defeat
words.
the purpose. I'd have to read. I'm like, what is he saying?
Yeah, but he's English. He's not Irish. He's not that hard to understand.
No, but he would change the words. Is
Is
what he
there a
would do. He would not say. He would not read what was written.
Change all the references to
you
all
would
this
change the
weird
meaning.
shit. God, fucking
Like the
English
Stool. I
people
never
and their
wrote about the
fucking
moon
references.
ladies. You cannot talk about the moon ladies. They weren't part of this.
It was a little bit that you left out. I've added it back.
All right. What about you, Sweet?
I would have Dwayne Johnson as The Rock.
Oh my god! In full character.
Can you
Yes,
smell?
character.
Oh, and like promo cut.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Get
that's
that
good.
hard
That's
people's eyebrow going,
that's chef's kiss rock. That man is electric in those.
Man.
I couldn't wait till Monday night to see what the fuck.
Can you smell it?
Oh my god! Oh my god! With the fucking silk shirt and it was a golden age.
It is. I do remember reading this. I don't know if it is still true, but within the last couple of years, one of the most number one ways to guarantee that you made money on your fucking media endeavor was to put Dwayne Johnson in it. That was like guaranteed. If his ass was involved in some way, you were doubling your money. People were just like, yeah, Dwayne doing what? I don't care. Boats in Africa, fine. That's cool. Mummies, great.
Making
whatever.
a cheese sandwich. Better.
Then he did blackout.
Sheriff is some
Grilling that
small town with a
cheese.
meth problem.
Now listen, Elliot. Hear me out. What if he was the Tooth Fairy?
yes. Printed. Wait, hang on.
Now hold on. I also have another movie with him, and I want him to be the Scorpion King.
Fully CGI.
Little Women, but it's all Dwayne the Rock Johnson. Every single one of them.
Brilliant. Seen Titanic.
Oh my god.
The Lion, the Witch, and the Dwayne the Rock Johnson.
Maybe they hit a rock instead of an iceberg. Huh?
There it is.
Oh my god. Castaway. Boom. Hit a rock.
Why did you sound like some mob boss's mom when you were pitching that movie?
Because that's my voice. That's
I
my
heard
real
50s
voice.
movie producer.
Yeah, I was trying to get for that real bushy eyebrowed guy with a lot of ideas, and they all suck.
Like most of the Seinfeld characters.
Yeah, like a real like George Costanza's dad trying to tell you stuff.
He was awesome.
Serenity now.
Or what?
Let the airing of the grievances begin.
That was Jerry Stiller.
Festivus for the rest of us.
Festivus for the rest
That
of
was
us, right?
Jerry Stiller,
Yeah.
right?
Mm-hmm.
God, that guy was funny.
Oh, he
Like,
was bad.
on King of Queens, when he's like,
Oh yeah.
when they're fucking doing the thing, he's like, "What do you mean I can't follow directions?" He's like, "Tear the piece of paper in half diagonally." Shit, that's like this guy is so fucking old school and great, and the writing team is perfect. He's perfect crotchety old guy because he thinks he's present, but he is not.
Sounds like me.
Oh, you're not that bad, Neil.
Not that bad. Oh, thanks for the vote of confidence.
Yeah.
Mikey.
Not
Let me
yet.
just grab my grab my cane and chase you off my lawn.
No, not the cane. Not again.
Did you go, Swede?
Whip your snippers.
Swede, did you answer?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh,
Michael, pay attention.
Oh, yeah,
We're going to
Michael.
quiz you.
all right.
Nobody answered.
Yeah, I said Dwayne Johnson as The Rock.
And then I
Okay.
had 1,000 jokes. I apologize. Go ahead.
Gary Oldman, and I'd want him to do it in his
Oh.
Dracula
Oh,
voice.
When he played Dracula. He's a hell of an actor, that guy.
Good. Yeah, seriously. He really is one of those people that you watch like halfway through the movie and then you're like, holy
Gary
shit.
Oldman.
Oh my gosh. Oh,
Yeah.
dude. Wow.
Like
Like,
to
What
see
are
him
you
like
doing
from
in there?
like the Fifth Element to like Dracula to
Element.
playing Sid Vicious.
He's,
Like
his
Sid
range is
Nancy. He's the greatest character actor
Commissioner
alive. in my
Gordon?
opinion.
yeah.
Yep.
yeah, picked a
He
good
makes a
one.
damn good Commissioner Gordon. He's got the stash.
Yeah. I got
That's
a
really
stash,
Don't forget
too.
the
I
old
just rolled
coked out
one
guy
up.
from The Professional.
Yeah, somebody's got the stash. It's this guy right here. Right here.
I got this. No. You were right the first time when you pointed at Ollie.
Oh, on my end, it's backwards.
See, I have this little tiny jar. Ollie's got like 42 large jars full of fucking weed.
I wouldn't say 42. No, not
I just
anymore.
threw a number out there, Ollie. You know.
I
I'm
have
gonna
this
poop on
one
my jokes.
still full.
There's a series of cannabis stores here in Nebraska that I didn't get the joke because it's a 40. It's called
I have
42
this one
degrees,
and it's still full.
and I didn't get the 420 joke from the 42 degrees.
So those two are still
That's
full.
okay, Swede.
I genuinely love like the difference between the two of them. It was like
I
Neil
broke
was
into
like,
this one.
yeah,
Ollie,
like,
Ollie,
there's
Ollie.
a little bit of toilet paper left, and Ollie's like, "Yeah, look what I've got." It's like, oh my
Should have
god,
this
we're
stuff,
talking
too.
like 10 fucking.
Wow,
right, Neil.
that's wild.
That's
So often you have to
This
replenish that.
one's almost gone.
They
This
went
one's
that's a
almost gone.
weekend. All of that. is
That's
just a
almost
weekend for
gone?
Ollie.
crazy.
Ollie is a
Last semester
dispensary
indica,
unto
or
himself.
sativa, rather.
Oh yeah, he is.
And
I've
you know what?
got some cricket quencher. Does that count? So this is just hilarious.
That is
I'm buying
your
food
OnlyFans
for
name.
my cricket quencher. I'm buying food for my pet's food. Like, what the hell is this now?
Oh wait,
my,
so you
my
have to
question,
feed the
Ollie,
crickets?
is, do you use
feed the
marijuana
crickets
as
to
a
keep them alive.
medicine at the same time as using it recreationally?
I guess.
Yes.
Whatever
Like,
medicinal
do you
effects.
use it in lieu of a painkiller? Is that? I mean,
No. That does work though.
I know it does. That's why I'm like.
Depends on the level of pain I'm in.
Worked on my back pain the other day.
I got to be honest with you. All this walking I've been doing for the last couple of weeks on the picket line, I'm pretty sore every day. So I've been taking a lot more Tylenol over the last couple of weeks than what I have been.
You're also in great shape now, buddy.
I'm in better shape. I wouldn't say I'm in great fucking shape. Fuck.
It'll help with your disc golf game.
I'll be in much better shape
to
for
the
my
bathroom and
first
it's
round of
10
disc
feet
golf.
away.
Yes.
But I mean, now that marijuana is legal in a lot of places in the United States, there's a lot of professional athletes that aren't going to die of opioid overdose because they're able to use marijuana as a painkiller.
I thought it was interesting. Brittany Griner saying she's not going outside of the United States. I thought that was a good decision.
Very good decision.
Yeah.
No, you can leave the country. Don't go to fucking Russia right now. What are you thinking?
Definitely don't go to. Yeah.
Don't go to Russia.
You guys realize that, including Canada, there is a travel warning to go to the U.S.
I agree with it. Whoever they're telling not to bother stepping in here, it's fine.
Have you seen our schools lately?
Denmark, Canada, all of them are saying don't go to the U.S.
Yeah.
And why is that though?
I never thought I'd see that happen.
I don't know, Ollie. Why don't you come on over and find out?
Yeah, man.
What
are you doing next week?
Have you noticed that we've had more mass shootings than we have had days this year?
And that's not the first time.
What it is.
That's not the first year that's ever been the case, right?
We're in
How
the
crazy
fifth month.
is that?
We're in the 5th month, and we've already had 160 mass shootings in the United States.
I remember seeing a TikTok video of a 3rd grade teacher talking about some specific, really cool, really awesome, innovative method for like stopping mass shooters, and like she posted it out on TikTok and was like, what are your thoughts? Like, what would you do? And then this person from Spain responded, and their response was, oh, sorry, we would just fix everything that's going wrong in our fucking country that allows for us to even have to figure out bulletproof vests for children on the fly. Like we wouldn't come up with some solid steel shield you can just pull out of the wall. We would just fix everything that's going wrong where 4-year-olds are getting gunned down, So it's
So are you buying the backpack or not?
I have 3 of them. Are you kidding me? Do you know where I live? Do you know where?
We're the same country who bragged about having 6 months of no school shootings during lockdown.
In your face, other rest of the world.
We've had 0.
We've
2020.
reformed.
Yeah, 2020's had the least ever. Yeah, it's also had the least amount of school ever.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
Thanks, Obama.
If we were to have the same number of mass shootings as Germany, who has legal guns, like there are gunsmiths in Germany on the street corner that you can go to and buy a gun. It's very hard to qualify for one, but they're there. It's inconvenience is not infringement. But if we were to per capita break that down, we would have had 8 over the last year and a half. 8.
Yep.
This is the comment of the night. Thank you, Pat.
Found you out.
I don't think. Whoa. I just want to point this out. I don't think Pat has said shit else in this chat.
Right.
No,
probably just
got the first thing he says
Just
is calling out SR, and I love that. I love that.
I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Look, I will get on my fashion tips. There's nothing I can do about the grooming at this point. It's just that's the way I am. Yeah, I know. I'm stuck with it, but at least I could
come over
buy
and
a
brush
better
your hair, Elliot.
I could buy a better T-shirt. Like.
Why? What's
yeah,
wrong with
you and
Dream
Neil
Theater?
can brush each other's hair. It'll be great. Yeah.
Good job. I didn't go to this tour, but
For just the price of a cup of coffee a day, we can get a brush for SI.
You too can adopt a secular road in your area. In the
Your local chapter. of the your local chapter will connect you with
Good old Sarah McLaughlin.
representative.
She's from my neck of the woods.
Oh man.
She got her start right here in Vancouver at Network Records. Oh, Sarah McLaughlin.
So you guys don't have any homeless dogs there at all?
What?
Oh yeah, we do.
Homeless
All of the
dogs?
dogs at homes? That's amazing. That's got to be a statistical anomaly.
She's got a
I haven't
ranch.
seen.
That come
I haven't
from?
seen very many strays, to be honest.
That's good.
They
Thank
don't
you,
have-
Sarah.
yeah.
Or
Thank you,
stray
Sarah.
cats either.
Thank you,
She's
Sarah.
taking them all in. Yeah.
Like I've been to places where you see them everywhere.
If she
But
could
you don't
sing a
really
song
see
about
them.
birds, I would save a lot of space in my house. So have her sing a song about birds, please.
Hey Sarah,
Next time
we
I run
really
into
need
her
a
at
remix.
Starbucks, I'll
Yeah.
The
her
dog
and,
song really crushed.
what's his name?
Maybe something upbeat for the birds. Can we do something upbeat for the birds?
What's the guy that does that Allison song? Allison. Oh. Anyway,
Canadian?
yeah, he's dating Diana Krall, or I think they're married now.
Oh.
Elvis Costello.
He's
and
not-
Yeah, I
Diana
was going to say
Krall.
Elvis
That's
Costello.
it. Elvis Costello, yeah.
In the arms of the atheist, somebody said.
In the
There you
arms of an atheist.
I have tickets to go see Diana Krall in 3
She's
months.
amazing, dude. She's amazing. She's friends with my cousin too, but my cousin's friends with I met Tom Jones when I was a kid. She's friends with
Wow.
everybody. Well, that's they're of
She's,
the
Mm-hmm.
1% here in Vancouver area, so they own a huge chain of stores around here. So
She's kind of famous for having what I guess they call her the tuning the radio style, because it takes her like a song or two to like get comfortable with where she is when she's performing. And then when they say you can tell because when her shoulders drop, then you know like she finally found her like rhythm or something like that.
That's cool.
Yeah.
I guess Stevie Ray Vaughan was kind of the same way.
Yeah.
I thought you were going to say Stevie Wonder saw it. I was like, what the? That doesn't even make sense.
Yeah, I've seen some evidence on YouTube. I don't know if that guy's actually blind.
So I'm driving a car on Saturday Night Live.
Oh yeah.
With the driving cat.
No, but
I mean the car that was
he?
attached to the trailer that was attached to the truck that was dragging him around, making it look like he was driving. I've seen that shit in real life. We're called Hollywood North for a reason here. The movies and TV shows are being shot everywhere around here. Like Supernatural and all the fucking DC comic movies, shows, and stuff like that.
How many seasons of
Anyway.
Supernatural are there?
Like 15 or some shit.
Oh yeah, never mind.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, it's a good bit.
I was like, oh, maybe I'll get into. Never mind.
No.
Toons is the driving cat.
We
Yeah, oh yeah, it's been around for a long time.
It's been a long
So
time.
I never got to say who I'd have you.
Oh yeah, please. And Mikey didn't either. Don't let his ass get away with this again. Go ahead.
You will forget, and I will not remind you.
Oh, I'll remind you. Don't worry.
After you, Neil.
I want. I thought about this because this question has been asked in the past, and I thought about this. I said, who would I think would be just fucking hilarious to have read? I want Patrick Starr from SpongeBob SquarePants to read my autobiography.
The dude from Coach.
Yeah.
I forget
and
his
then
name.
in addition to your autobiography, you'll have your other biography written by tons of mice.
Oh yeah, that's right. Is that still going?
Of course it
Because
is.
that's got to be like a novel by now.
I don't know.
I know who
Tons of
should
mice.
do Mikey's. Biz Markie to the tune.
Bobcat Goldthwait.
Biz Markie should do Mikey's. In the tune of Just a Friend.
So who are you thinking, Mikey? You got to answer the question. We're not going to let you get away.
Betty Boop.
Ray Romano.
Ray Romano. That's good.
Fred Rogers, because you're from Chicago, PBS.
Fred Rogers is. I'm not from Chicago.
That's right. You're from St. Louis.
Nelly.
I don't
Really
think.
like Red Bulls.
Nelly.
That's funny. Idris Elba, come on now.
Idris Elba. Good
Oh,
choice.
yeah.
Good choice.
Mr. Dress Up. What?
That's Ernie Coombs.
Never mind, Ollie. I'm trying
Well,
to.
they didn't have Mr. Dress Up in the States, I don't think.
Oh,
It was a kid's show. It was kind of creepy because he had this thing called the tickle trunk where you reach into and pull costumes out of. And when you get a little older, you're like, why would they do that and call it the tickle trunk? And it's a kid's show.
it was the 60s, dude.
Yeah, I know.
I have a backup answer. Patrick. I was trying to look up his name. Patrick Warburton.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
What's his name from Family Guy? The guy in the wheelchair. Joe.
Joe, yeah.
And Kronk. Who can forget Kronk? And
yeah.
Buddy
And-
from Seinfeld.
And the Tick.
We should just start naming Patricks we know.
Yeah.
Stewart.
Just listing Patricks.
No, not
My best
Swayze.
friend when I was growing up's name was Patrick.
Patrick Ewing.
Yeah.
Now he's a religious
New York Knicks.
whack job.
It's Pat.
It's Pat. Yeah, there you go. That's
Yeah, but we don't know Pat's full name.
I'm being presumptuous.
Knick Knack Paddywhack.
Stewie Griffin.
Yeah. Yep.
Pat Sajak,
There you go.
Well,
the guy who
Say
never
Patrick
did
J.
and is so bored with his job.
Yeah, he really like seemed put out that everybody kept spinning his wheel. Like, all right, looks like you're gonna buy a vowel. Cool. Like, I was like, you're a very passive aggressive, Pat. You know,
What's the guy's name? What's the guy's name who did?
Pat.
What's the guy's name who did Milkshake? Oh,
passive aggressive.
oh, yeah. Hang on.
I love it. I love it.
Patrick Kirkpatrick. Doc, I swear to God, take your rest.
What's the name of the guy who does the Family Feud now, with the fabulous mustache?
Oh, Steve Harvey.
Steve Harvey.
Yeah.
At least he has fun with his job. You know, I mean, as boring as it can be, repetitive.
You know, I used to love me some Steve Harvey, but man, he really gets on some fucking high horse religious shit when he wants to.
Yep.
And I just like, if you don't
He
shut your ass
hates
up.
atheists. Hates us.
I'm like, bro,
Yeah.
ain't nobody even talking to you. And you just go start invoking my presence into you. Just shut up, bro.
If
Oh,
we
that's
weren't
why
live
Do your
I would tell
comedy
you-
thing.
about how I got kicked off the Steve Harvey show in 2012.
You got kicked
What-
off.
what?
Okay.
What?
Sorry.
In
folks.
this
We're
fucking
gonna have to
show.
end this early.
In this show.
I was like, I signed a paper that specifically said I wouldn't do it for stand-up bits and I wouldn't do it on any like live thing.
Oh my
But
God.
there's a story. There's a
I
story.
don't even-
Stick around after the
after
show closes
I don't
so we
even
can figure
think-
this out.
Do people really even
Yeah.
like watch YouTube anymore? Is that like a thing? Do like come
Probably
on?
not.
Why don't you
They-
ask the
they
14
They
people
watch
watching
it
us
enough to tell me that I looked better with long hair. I know those people still watch YouTube.
Did you,
They
did
do.
you
right
meet,
now? I love the
did you
cut
meet
you've got
Merlin?
now.
Did you meet Merlin Santana?
No. I'm also banned from every comedy bar in the United States, which is a whole other story too.
That's
I want to
impressive.
hear this story.
Sydney, you're not going to go too many places with that kind of attitude.
I will never be able to perform comedy in Dubuque, Iowa ever again.
Oh, well,
Never
that's
again.
sucks.
You must be bummed out about that.
Yeah.
I'm
bro.
guys,
That's
that was my
horrible.
dream.
Like every
why
so
I'm-
often while you're brushing your teeth, you're just like,
Start crying.
You guys know.
I buy birds to fill the void comedy bar used to.
I guess I'll just have to find a new star to wish on because the Duke Iowa's off the table.
man. When was the last time I live in Tennessee, so you
I'm
know
sorry.
I understand that. Yeah, I understand this, but also like,
Totally forgot you lived in Tennessee.
yeah,
totally
yeah,
forgot
we're
about
both
that.
in Nashville. Yeah.
Yeah, I
Um,
totally forgot about that.
When was the last time I genuinely, as a destination point, ended in
You're the
Iowa?
tickle
You know,
trunk.
I don't know. Now I'm hearing
You mean you've never been to like the Corn Festival in Cedar Rapids? You've
Oh my
never-
gosh, no! I didn't realize I was missing this in my life.
I was literally just invited to do stand up at a Corn Festival in Iowa in
Hell
October.
yeah.
I had to decline. I had to decline.
Oh, what?
It's not a
did.
club.
I did.
Oh.
They were
Fresh-
paying less than like the gas would cost me to get there. So I was like, I'm
Okay.
so sorry.
But-
I love
but-
corn.
Do you know about ethanol? Are you familiar with?
No,
Put this corn together. We figured it out. We figured it.
I lived in Iowa for 11 years of my life. Iowa's hell.
Listen, I lived in Iowa for 2 years and I liked it, but I was also like in the 3rd grade and like 9/11 had just happened. So I don't know. Maybe I was just like,
where did you live?
I lived in Cedar Rapids.
Okay.
I went to Cleveland Elementary School. And whenever I say that, people are like, don't you mean Idaho? And I'm like, I'm pretty sure I know where I lived. And isn't Cleveland not Idaho?
My
Isn't
favorite
it, like,
is a shirt with the state outline of Ohio with Idaho and then Des Moines.
Love it. Love it.
I just like how when you lived in Iowa, 9/11 happened. And I'm not saying they're like causation and
it happened
and so forth.
on my brother's birthday.
Okay, so again,
every year,
you know,
poor Doc.
causation, you know, like you gotta
Right.
Well, I'm not saying that's why it happened. I'm just saying, No,
I'm telling you, don't go back to Iowa.
I'm
like
not.
just in case. Like
that's actually why I had to leave because they were like,
Sydney,
real quick, I want to clear up something in the chat. Dave says, "What about Gary, Indiana?
What about Gary?
Asking for a producer friend." And I just want there to be full context. That's why I put this in the chat.
Pistols at dawn. Why? What did Dawn do?
No, you besmirched my character like that. There's no other. I challenge you to a duel, sir. We'll have white gloves and a third party prepare the weapons.
That's way better than
I wanted to. So there was an event in Colorado that I used to go to all the time. So they had stand-up comedians. They had 2 of them that would teach just random scientists how to do stand-up. They give them like a month of lessons and work on their sets and stuff. And then at the end, they do like a big comedy show like for the community. And it was super fun. I loved going to it because some of those people were hilarious. But like you could totally get that going in wherever you're at. And it doesn't have to just be scientists. It can be like any just random people with some
scientists
very
aren't
weird
welcome
expertise.
in Tennessee.
Yeah. But like I think there was actually like a historian that was there at one time that was like making jokes about like Roman toilets and things, and like that was his whole thing. And one of the most funny people was a mathematician talking about like his late night math things at home, and it was
sounds
so
amazing.
Hilarious.
If they still do that, I would love
something going like that.
Yeah, I would love to do that. That's hilarious. That's fantastic. I'm glad they're doing stuff like that. That's amazing. Do you know if it still happens? Is it still a regular thing?
I think it might still be happening in Colorado because a couple of my friends like did it. Like they went to the class and like did the show and stuff.
That's awesome. I would love to. Like I would go to Colorado to do that if they would welcome me in Colorado.
Oh yeah, it was cool. I got to remember what it was called.
That's
Colorado's
awesome.
more friendly for sure.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, than Tennessee.
But I mean, like, I am from Arkansas. I feel like they don't want like that.
It's called Science Riot.
I like that. That's cool.
A couple of my friends did it once too, in my parents' bed, and I got in trouble.
Oh. This is the Neil 604 Atheist
After Dark.
After dark.
Welcome to Atheist Hub.
I guess they're in more cities. They got a bunch of cities at the top of their website here.
We were talking about corn, so welcome to Corn Hub.
Corn Hub.
Corn Hub.
You know, that's actually a thing in Iowa.
That is a thing.
I bet.
It's also a thing with Actual Jake.
Pornography.
Actual Jake does a corn hub thing.
Does he? Oh, that's funny.
I don't know.
Anyway, I need to go for the night. I am quickly running out of steam.
Bye.
Night, dude.
All right. So
Good night.
It's been an hour and a half anyways, and I like to keep these shows to about an hour and a half. So, a very Neil joke right there. Yes, that was a very. Most of mine are terrible. Yes. I used to get paid money to make terrible jokes. Okay, no, I got paid money to do my job, but the jokes just came for free.
That's right.
Anyway, I still do that too. And that's why they keep trying to find helpers for me, because nobody sticks around that long.
Now you can talk to Sydney. Like you guys can craft like a type 5. And like...
we can help each other make terrible jokes.
That's
we can work together.
Just lower each other's standards.
Fucking awful jokes.
So we're making these jokes. Should I go like get some Play-Doh? Do we have to mold these suckers, or can we like use Silly Putty and stick it on comic books and stuff?
We could do bumper stickers and put
Yes!
them
Oh
on.
my god!
Can I wear them on my forehead?
On a bumper sticker.
We should just print terrible jokes on bumper stickers and stick them on cars so they can't come off and these have to drive around.
Use that Gorilla Glue. They'll never come off. They'll have to literally remove the bumper to get rid of the bumper sticker.
Yep. There it is.
And that way they'll remember you in a positive light.
Exactly.
They'll always think of you.
I actually had a bumper sticker
with bloodlust
way back in the day. I've had more than one, to be honest, but I had one back in the day that said, "You want to come up and see my chainsaw?" I don't know why. I thought it was funny at the time, and I was single for a while.
It's like, oh, I have a thing in the morning.
The person who pitched that idea was really proud of it, and everybody else in the office was like, "This will never sell." And like 3 sales.
In comes
happened.
Neil.
Yeah,
that's
like
awesome.
3
I'm
sales.
gonna put this on my car. Never saw another one like it ever.
Dude, 12 hours in, we've got 2 sales. This is gonna be awesome, you guys.
and not gonna lie, like if you want somebody to not take your car,
I mean,
that might do it. I'd be like, I'll get the next one.
Oh no, I bought one of them Knight Rider eye thingies that goes across like this, so they thought that my car was like Kit, so they wouldn't touch it. It looked like a Cylon mobile.
That's
yeah,
nice.
I'm gonna get one of those seat covers that looks like spikes, or like a mouse trap. I don't want to sit on that. Yeah,
look at high voltage to the door handle.
It looks sticky. It just looks a little sticky, like a soda spilled over there, or like I knocked over a milkshake.
Just put a sticker on your car, because it's not only is it true, but it'll be a good deterrent. Just put a baby on board sticker. Like everybody will be like, "Nah, never mind."
Nah, they'll be like, "Free baby."
Free baby. Is that how bad the world has gotten?
No.
Just claim or put it on your seat.
Listen, the economy is so bad, people can't even afford free babies anymore. So I think we're safe.
Babies ain't fucking free.
Link only goes so far.
Best baby on board thing I ever saw was somebody had an actual like a stuffed baby, like a doll nailed to a piece of wood.
Oh my gosh! Yeah.
That was funny. All right, everyone. I want to thank all you guys out there in the chat for hanging out with us. Hope you guys had fun tonight. And also a huge thank you to Elliot for connecting Sydney and myself to make this show happen tonight and the after party happen tonight. And we don't know when it'll happen, but go sub to Sydney and watch for when I happen to come in and make a mockery of her show one of these days. And completely.
You can't make a mockery of me. I've been doing that my whole life.
All right. Well, I could try. But I mean, we're definitely going to lose some subs anyways. But yeah, and thank you guys. And thanks to everyone viewing on Twitch, Twitter, and YouTube and everything. And thanks to our awesome patrons. Couldn't do this without you guys. You really are the backbone of the show. And remember, folks, any super chats, any money renovating money. I'm changing it all up. It's all going to be blue.
Damn.
I'm
laundering.
Any generated on the show will be going
tomato,
to this man right
potato
over here because babies ain't cheap. And so yeah.
And thank
so
you
we're gonna
again,
help out
everybody who participated in the registry. Thanks, guys.
Yes.
We're using literally everything. She went through 5 sets of clothes before 7 a.m. She wouldn't stop puking on the new clothes I put on. I was like, why?
She doesn't like new clothes.
Already.
She doesn't like new clothes, Mikey. Like
fashion critic already.
She would like, she'd cry because she's wet. I'm like, well, you just threw up on yourself. So let's get you out of those wet clothes into some dry clothes. So then I put on her back, and she's literally laying in I haven't even put her arms in the thing yet, and she into the clothes that are not on you. I'm like, we have to start again. We have to start again. So yeah, I went through 3 onesies and 2 pajamas, and a swaddle.
It's honestly a miracle
With the
that
butt
any
flap.
of us get through that stage.
She
Like
She sounds ready for Nashville, honestly. I don't know if you've been here, but she would fit right in. Like,
If anybody wants to know what having a 1-month-old like, just think of Mardi Gras. And think
I
of
would have
that-
just let her
no,
sleep
think of-
naked after the third pair of clothes.
and it was too cold, or else I would have let her. And she's terrible with blankets. But like that one friend you have that gets real weepy drunk, her at Mardi Gras 24/7 is what my little girl is like. She's just so happy and then furiously vomiting and then shitting herself and then knocked out and then so happy to see you again. And oh my God, I love you. And she's throwing up again. So she's just
Practice what they call
this is like, it's like, for me, this is her first spring break. You know what I mean? Like she is just living it up, man. She's a party girl. I can tell you that.
What kind of
hitting the bottle
did you party with at Mardi Gras?
She's infamilling it up.
You ever been so drunk when you talk to somebody you can't look? You're like staring at their neck.
I don't remember.
Her head is all like that, so it's like, yeah, you are wasted right now, kiddo. That's some good formula.
high on life.
She's so happy.
All right, well, we're going to go and hear this amazing story. So thanks, everyone. And until next time, like I always say at the end of the after parties, like the late, great Carl Sagan once said, extraordinary claims require extraordinary evidence. And by the way, he never said billions and billions. Just FYI. See you guys next time.
Bye.